Shalom, shalom. Kahala Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders who are millstone and well. And salutations to the brethren of four corners of the earth, pushing the word in truth and sincerity. This is Ira from Great Millstone, Wisconsin. And I want to say a few words concerning receiving rebuke, and receiving correction and receiving instructions, because you have that attribute, to wisely receive correction, to act on those, and to act on newly found improved behavior, man. That's going to be the difference between life and death. That's the difference between life and death on the battlefield, is having the ability to receive and execute orders, man. And this is a spiritual war. This is spiritual warfare, man. So this is a battlefield. And in battle, if you watch any war movies, watch Spartacus, you watch 300, you watch Braveheart, you watch Troy, movies like that, man. The ability to receive orders from your commander and execute those orders flawlessly is the difference between life and death, man. And the orders that we receive are from Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, whether it comes, from the Spirit directly, whether it comes from, being rebuked and reproved, or seeking counsel in the scriptures, or if it's coming from man of the Lord, man. It's still in order, man. It's still a precept. This is Sirach chapter 7 verse 4. It says, "Seek not the Lord preeminence, neither of the king the seat of honor. Justify not thyself before the Lord, and boast not of thy wisdom before the king." So it says, justify thyself not before the Lord. Justify not thyself before the Lord, man. And a lot of guys like to do that. A lot of guys want to tell their side of the story, if they're getting rebuked or reproved, man, or corrected on something. A lot of guys just want to explain themselves, man, just to hear themselves talk, or to get out of being reproved or rebuked, man. But it's not about that. It's not about showing yourself as right all the time. It's about listening to the correction and moving forward with a new mindset. And if there's something that needs to be corrected, or something that needs to be said, you could say it after. You can say it after you're corrected. It doesn't have to happen in the midst of the correction, because depending on the weight of the offense, speaking up might put you in deeper hot water than you're already in. And it says, "And boast not of thy wisdom before the king." And a lot of guys like to do that too, man. Before elders and apostles and men of higher rank. Younger brothers, tend to want to boast of their knowledge, man, before great men. But that comes off as arrogant, man. It comes off as arrogant and very inexperienced in the spirit, man. It says, "Seek not to be judged, being not able to take away iniquity, lest at any time thou fear the person of the mighty, and stumbling block in the way of thy uprightness." Right? So seek not to be a judge, man. Because situations that come to a judge's attention that he has to judge, man, those same situations could be a stumbling block to you. So once again, you got guys seeking offices that they aren't ready for, man. Which brings me to my next point. Scriptures say, "Meddle not with things that are too high for thee," man. Because you can go, just like matter of fact, I was reading the book of Maccabees, in the camp. We're reading the book of First Maccabees, and First Maccabees chapter 7. Eleazar, man. Eleazar, he sought something that was too high for himself, man. He wanted to make a name for himself, and he thought it would be a great idea to go slay the biggest elephant, on the battlefield, thinking the king was on it. And, he succeeded in slaying the elephant, but he failed all rationale when he, picked the spot where to slay the elephant, man, which is directly underneath it. And he was crushed and he died, man, trying to be something that he wasn't, man. But him having prudent judgment, and forsaking his selfishness, he could have lived, man. And that's the point of this lesson right here, man. Not only to to learn how to receive rebuke and how to go about your life, with a new mindset, but also not being hasty, man. Not being hasty to speak, not being hasty to show yourself more than what you already are, man. Because the days that are upon us, there's not going to be any time for slip ups like that, man. Not going to be any time or occasion to do these things, man. Matter of fact, Salakia. That's why when you are being rebuked or somebody's teaching you something, you don't have to speak all the time, man. If somebody's trying to give you instruction on how to do things, or instruction on how to go about situations, or instructions on anything, man, it's best to listen and then speak later, man, if need be, man. Apostle Gabar says it all the time. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason, man. So we should be doing twice as much listening as we do speaking, man. This is Job chapter 13, verse 5. It says, "Oh, that ye would all together hold your peace, and it should be your wisdom," And this is Job speaking to his friends at the time that were accusing him, and throwing out all types of accusations and jumping to conclusions, man. But he told them to hold their peace, and it'll be their wisdom, because they really didn't know what the hell Job was going through, man. They really didn't understand what the hell was going on. And a lot of times Jake just speaks, man, and doesn't know what the fuck's going on, man. Doesn't understand the heart of the matter, before they start judging, man. Scriptures say, understand ye the whole matter, And that's in all aspects of life, man. That's not just when, Jake feels that they should rebuke someone, but also it's, when it's time to, you should be able to discern when it's time to be quiet, and when it's time to speak up, man. That's part of having spiritual discernment, because the time that's coming, that spiritual discernment is going to be well needed, man, because you might be in the middle of a chaotic or a sensitive situation that's on the brink of breaking out into chaos, and you decide to speak, man. And your words might be the words that spark the situation in all-out chaos, man. And you might end up hurt because of it, So it's very meet to be calm and reserved, especially in these coming times, man. You don't want to draw too much attention to yourself. This is Proverbs chapter 9, verse 8. It says, "Reprove not a scorner, lest he hate thee. Rebuke a wise man, and he will love thee." And this is the point. Everyone claims that, not everyone, but, you have most people on the planet now, are claiming to be Israelites, that they know that they're Israelites. Okay. But if you have guys in these camps, man, that call themselves men of the Lord, that call themselves wise men, but when it comes to be rebuked and reproved, they show themselves to sit in the seat of the scornful, man. And Jake just talks crap. Jake starts getting these envious thoughts in their minds, man. And they show themselves to be fools, man. They show themselves to be fools because they actually hate being reproved and rebuked, man. When in fact, they should be looking at the reproof and the rebuke as the Lord making occasion to make their spirits better, man. Turn them into better men, Turn them into better men of the Lord, man. That's what rebuke is for, man. No matter how harsh it is, no matter how unjust you think it is or how unfair it is, Scriptures say it pleases the Lord. To suffer wrongfully, So you might have a situation where you might be totally in the right, or you might not have done anything wrong. You might not even have been a part of the situation, of what happened, and you're being rebuked for it. But that's all fine, man. Because at the end of the day, this same situation might come up again. Now you know how to handle it, So you have to think on that type of level when you're being rebuked and reproved, man, Because the scriptures is all full of rebuke and reproof, man. The scriptures are for rebuke, reprove, and for sound doctrine, man. So what do you think is going to come out a man of the Lord's mouth, concerning you? Most of the time, it's going to be reprove and rebuke. It says, "Rebuke a wise man, and he will love thee," right? Because he understands the weight and the value behind the reproof and the rebuke, man. It says, give instruction to a wise man, and he will be yet wiser, right? The whole point of the matter is to receive rebuke and reproof and to continue on in life with a renewed mindset, man, a better mindset. It says, and he will yet be wiser. Teach a just man, and he will increase in learning, because you take that experience and you learn from it, man. It says, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding. And that's what we strive for, man, the knowledge of the holy, which is understanding, man, understanding that wisdom and applying that wisdom, because that fear of the Lord will make you strive to do better, Hell, that fear of the Lord will drive you to shut up, man, and not say anything when you're being rebuked or reproved. Slakia. It says, for by me thy days shall be multiplied, and the years of thy life shall be increased. Yeah, because now you've become a prudent man, that's able to navigate around situations that befall you in the world, man, because you've learned from the rebuke and the reproof that you've gone through, man. This is Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5. It says, trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. The scriptures say there are ways of a man that seemeth right, but are the ways of death. So you might think that you're correct on the matter, but the scriptures just tells you lean not unto your own understanding, man. Scriptures say the heart is desperately wicked. Who can know it? So at all times you want to rely on rationale, man, spiritual rationality. Spiritual rationality is what you want to rely on, man, not your emotions. You want to trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. You want to pray, and you want to not lean on your own understanding, man. You have a problem, go to the scriptures, man. Got a problem, go to your fellow brothers, man. Scriptures say do nothing without counsel, because the counsel can be the difference between life or death for you, especially in Jacob's trouble that we are about to encounter now. Counsel can be the difference between life and death, man. Matter of fact, let me keep going. It says, verse 6 says, in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. So it says in all thy ways. So no matter if you're getting rebuked or not, you could be getting completely cursed out, flatline, man, but you still have to acknowledge the Lord in all thy ways, man. You still have to acknowledge that this is the Lord correcting you, man. You have to acknowledge that this is the Lord that's making you better, man. That's watching for your steps. It says, be not wise in thine own eyes, fear the Lord and depart from evil, So yeah, be not wise in thine own eyes, man, and depart from evil. And you can only depart from evil after you have been rebuked and reproved and has been shown prudent, man. This is Proverbs chapter 25, verse 28. It says, he that hath no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down without walls, and a city that is broken down without walls has no defenses, man, So if you're easily riled up or easily angry or, easily saddened and things like that, and you have tough skin, then you're going to be swept away, man. You're able to be controlled by your emotions and do emotional acts, man, like a woman, But a man that can understand himself and to be emotionally intelligent about his own feelings when it comes to, a lot of situations, being rebuked and things of that nature, he's able to defend himself against these spirits in the world, man. Because believe it or not, demons attach to your emotions, man. Demons attach to your emotions. That's what the city broken down without walls is referring to. The city is referring to your mind, man. And the walls is referring to your spiritual defenses, man. But if you're emotional, your spiritual walls are let down. You get rebuked or cussed out, and now you're mad and angry, and now the floodgates for the demons are open to mess with your mind, man. And now you do something stupid and get yourself killed or do something stupid and get kicked out of the camp, man. We have to continually learn how to rule our own spirits, man, and to be spiritual, man. You know, like I always say, we're not getting in those chariots without being as close to the Spirit as possible, man. Can't get into those chariots and get the salvation being carnal, man. And that's what emotions lead to, carnal thinking, which is enmity with the Most High, man. You know? So, Lord willing, this video was edifying, man. You know? And brothers, including myself, you know, we'll be able to rule our spirits a lot better and to think rational when it comes to disheartening situations and rebuke and things of that nature, so that we'll be able to allow ourselves to be guided by the Spirit, man, you know, in the coming perils that are on our way, you know. So with that, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rachakwadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of great Muslim who rule well, and salutations to the brethren on the four corners of the earth, pushing the word in truth and in sincerity. Shalom.